good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The Old Horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Oh, the ball's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Second and long here. They'll run it. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run it. It's Jackson. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Eyes to crease. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Sayin. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to the big tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, of great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Turning it on! Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a...
Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wolverines. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Julian with the play fake. Turns it upfield. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. Caught.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever.
Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Sayin back to the air. Under pressure. He's not afraid to go deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Underwood on the play action. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You always hear put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. That, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Right back to the well. He's past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution. Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short. And those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it. But they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Rush is on. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw it, Sayin. Can hold on in the face of the contact. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Great place to start for this offense. Sayin on the play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw.
He makes a grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Say it. Looking to the end zone. Looking to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. 3rd and goal for the offense. They're going to run it. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
On the return, it's Chambers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point reverses, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the grab.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Quick catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. The handoff. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Making the adjustment on the play. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick give. It's Jackson. Defense all over him.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a move. Busts through behind his pad. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the back. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Underwood finds the tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Play action with Underwood. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing, say it. Takes a hit as he fires. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect them is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Hits inside. It's Jackson. There he goes. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Just enough time to get off 1 more snap. Moves the pocket. It's Sayin. He's going to fire deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the UTEP Miners.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead.
And it's LSU looking for a third straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons.
Now on first down from the 28.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He'll try to do it himself. At the 45 on his way. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Say it. He rifles one deep to the left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. He's going for the big play. Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Handoff again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Sayin to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Well, they keep it on the ground. Wide receiver going in motion. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin. Good job just to get rid of that one. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units of the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run the counter. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Just got rid of that one.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Sees a crease. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They're going to ride this running back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tavian St. Clair. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Oh, pressure's coming. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Might as well run him again. All over him immediately.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. They'll go to the counter. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tackles. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackle.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Play fake, Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Throwing St. Clair. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Long way to go on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Turns it upfield.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. St. Clair lets it go to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Tavian on the play action. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. The 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeye! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Rides it and reads it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Drives inside. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to make this catch. No room to bring it back. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll give it on the counter. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To give to the back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Keeps it on the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Running inside, it's Jackson. They were all over it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They go play action with St. Clair. Gonna take a shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
3rd and long coming up. Tavian St. Clair. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. St. Clair to throw for it on 4th. He tries to take the top off. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the breath.